You're listening to the Filmspotters podcast, the number one film podcast hosted by Tom and Isaac. A reminder that we are a non-profit podcast and any proceeds will go to charity. Enjoy the show. Hello. Welcome one and all to our special romance episode of Filmspotters.
Woo!
Of course, I am your host, Isaac. I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Thomas, as always. How are you, Thomas?
Oh, I love you too.
Well, I never said that.
It sounded like it. Yeah, this is a romance episode. I mean, yeah, what can you say? We were together on Valentine's Day, of course.
We were. No, we had Ollie Lambert. It was a...
Of course. It's kind of weird how these have fallen about. Really, we should have recorded this on Valentine's Day.
We really should.
But did not pass our heads at all, really, did it? But we were recording for like 2.5 hours there anyway. So.
Yeah, and we were DMing the night before, so you wouldn't have been able to go and see Wuthering Heights.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's
spoiler alert for what we're going to be covering.
Yeah,
you're gonna. Yeah.
Wuthering Heights.
We'll leave that till later. We've got thoughts on that.
Yeah.
So, first of all, we have our silent warrior producer Sam here as always, celebrating a belated Sam Rockwell Day. It was Sam Rockwell Day, yesterday as of when we are recording this.
Of course.
But it would have been 2 days ago from when you are listening to this. But did you have a nice Sam Rockwell Day, Sam?
Stop jacking off.
Good stuff. Whoa, Sam, put it back in your pants. Put it back in your pants, all right? Come on, put your headset back on. All right, we have a great show for you lot tonight. Today. Well, no, you could be listening at
wherever.
Night. Tonight,
unlike
this morning,
some
this
radio
afternoon.
shows, we can be played at all times of the day.
And unlike some unknown radio shows, we actually are a podcast, so we're better because we're on Spotify, not smelly war radio. But
not naming any names here.
Not naming any names, and they definitely may not be the people we're having on in the next episode.
No, definitely not.
Anyway,
definitely not.
We've got a great episode for you guys today. First of all, we are going to be covering Lonely Island's Palm Springs, which won the poll. We will then be doing the WSC schedule for you guys. We're mixing up a bit. We're doing WSC schedule early because Wuthering Heights, it is such a masterpiece.
Yeah, it just had to have like a doubly long segment.
It had to have 2 segments. One where we're going to go into non-spoiler stuff, which is mainly going to be Tom because he hasn't read the book.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go into spoiler stuff as somebody who has read the book.
Kind of the first mainline Isaac's adaptation corner.
Oh, yes.
I don't think you thought about that.
I don't think we've spoken about that. If you didn't know, I did one on the Odyssey. Which, do we still have that recording? Or was that recording just...
I've got no idea at this point.
I'll redo it when I finish the book.
Yeah, I think that's probably better.
Should we get started?
Yeah, let's see if I can find my Palm Springs notes, which I did write.
Just a bit of production info for Palm Springs. This was released in 2021 in the UK, 2020 during the pandemic. Over in the States, it was straight to Hulu, or if you're over here, Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it was on Amazon Prime here.
So I don't know why it hasn't gone over to Disney now that Hulu is in the UK.
I really don't know. They have like Despicable Me and stuff now here in Disney Plus. It's ridiculous. It's really weird.
This is directed by Max Barbacow. This was his second film, and the only other film he's done of note is Brothers with Josh Brolin and Peter Dinklage for Amazon Prime
you said
again.
about that.
I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
No, I don't really want to.
Yeah, and it's written by Andy Sierra, who, when I looked him up, just done a lot of television credits.
Fair enough. I mean, I guess that's kind of where the Lonely Island stuff comes into it, because they're just sort of promoting their people, really.
Yes, and of course the main names behind this are The Lonely Island, Andy Samberg, Jorma Takoon, and Akiva Schaffer.
Yeah, very funny guys.
Very funny guys. Originally musicians, now kind of going to film and television producing.
Yeah, they never stop stopping.
Never stopping.
It's a never stop.
This focuses on 2 strangers, Niles and Sarah, who find themselves stuck in a time loop at a wedding, and hijinks ensue, don't they, Tom?
That's a pretty good way of putting it. Yeah, hijinks do sadly ensue. I mean, as you kind of mentioned there, it's a pretty bog standard time loop movie, except spoiler alert, because I actually didn't know, but it's more than one person in the time loop.
More than one person in the time loop, and it stars Andy Samberg, who also produced a film under the Lonely Island Pictures classic
Yeah.
Classic title, definitely not ripping on another.
Great title card, that.
Great title. He, of course, got his start over on Saturday Night Live in 2005. He then went and did the massively successful Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Is it? I've never seen it.
Never seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Never seen it. I'm joking. I've seen loads of times.
He also did the movie Hot Rod and Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping, which Akiva Schaffer directed. And he's also had a very extensive voice acting career. He was in the Hotel Transylvania franchise.
Loads of the other Adam Sandler movies as well.
Those are the other Adam Sandler movies. I forget his name. What was his character in Hotel Transylvania? It's the human, isn't it? What's his name? Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny. He was also in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse as Ben Reilly. He was in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, also by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, where he played Baby Brett.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Whoa!
And then he gets in a chicken. It's really funny. He was also Dale in Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. And most recently, he was in the movie masterpiece Zootropolis 2.
Oh yeah, he was
Porbert Linksley,
Porbert,
which we saw at 8 a.m. in View Leamington Spa.
Yeah, as people will not let us forget. And I won't let you forget either. That was great.
And then the two people who will not let us forget told us they were going to go watch it on Sunday morning, but then went and watched Shelter instead. Ugh.
You love Shelter.
I do love Shelter.
It's a masterpiece.
But again, at the same time, you got to go into the bit though. This film also stars Kristen Milotti. Is that how you spell it?
Kristen Milotti? Oh, I don't really know.
I don't know. She was in the final season of How I Met Your Mother.
She was indeed. The best episode of that show. Best episode of that show. She
is now an Emmy Award winner thanks to her role as Sophia Falcone in The Penguin.
So good. Oh yeah, she's amazing.
And then she was also in The Wolf of Wall Street in a very small role.
I didn't know that.
She's been in Black Mirror, the second season of Fargo, and was Tony nominated for her role in a musical once.
Oh, really?
Didn't know she did musicals.
Neither did I, but that doesn't surprise me from her singing chops on How I Met Your Mother. Have you heard her sing Livy and Rose?
I haven't. We'll have a look at that later.
Dude, it's amazing.
Anyway, Tom, would you like to begin our analysis?
I'd like to finally begin my analysis. You keep lifting off Andy Samberg movies.
He's had a long career.
He's had a pretty good career. I'd like to start. I mean, I don't have too many notes on this because it's kind of... It's a very, very solid movie. And from that, there's no real issues to discuss. It's just that it doesn't reach insane highs. I think it's just a very sweet... the way that it sort of progresses, the romance is really good. And I like how that does develop throughout the film. I like all the different little twists and turns and stuff that you actually get into. I think it's very funny. I think that the stuff they do with the time loop by having there be more than one person in it is really interesting because it's not something we've really seen before. We've had glimpses of it in I think I said All You Need Is Kill, but it's Live Die Repeat.
Oh yeah, Live Die Repeat.
Edge of Tomorrow, the manga, which it was adapted from, was called All You Need Is Kill. That's the one that immediately came to my mind. I think it's all very interesting. It loses me a little bit when she starts doing her quantum physics research because it's not in... I mean, I know it's a very abstract concept, time loop stuff, and getting out of it is obviously very difficult. But I think they could have done that slightly more interesting, and it's just kind of she just went online, did some courses, talked to some professors, stuff. I think they could have made it more interesting. I get it sort of to build up to the conclusion of the whole film, really, but that's just kind of my opinion. It just loses me a little bit of that.
On the topic of what you mentioned with explaining the time loop, that's why I always find loses me with these kind of time loop movies when they just go into these elaborate explanations like, the quantum physics and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Do you want to know why Groundhog Day works?
Because they don't explain it.
Because they don't explain it. He exits the time loop because he's simply not an arsehole anymore. It's simple, you understand it, you don't need to go into some science gobbledygook to explain it. But I also did like how they focused on the romance rather than the actual time loop. I think time loop movies are very much overdone.
Yeah, the thing is, you can only really do it so interestingly. It's that's the reason that this one works is time loop with romance and more than one person. The reason Edge of Tomorrow works and is probably the best time loop movie is because it's time loop with action and aliens.
Precisely.
And you can't really go much further than that, really, without it being really, really complicated and alienating your audience.
Yeah, but at the same time, I thought this was a really funny film. I thought it did drag a bit, particularly in the second act, when you kind of get your head around, okay, they're in the time loop, what are they going to do now?
Yeah, I mean, it's when. Okay, I mean, I won't do. I won't just put. There's a sort of like a third act breakup moment to a very cliche element to film stuff, and that's where it's sort of like, okay, he's getting over his stuff. What's she doing? She's getting over her stuff. Whatever, it's that bit's just fine.
Yeah, Andy Samberg, very funny, very good in this movie. He always does just kind of play himself, though. He's just Jake Peralta in this.
He's just always Jake Peralta
in a time loop.
I love Jake Peralta, and I love the way that... I love his character in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but, like, I've seen 8 seasons of him. It's like,
Even then, it's just Andy Samberg.
It's basically Andy Samberg.
He's basically found the brand of just being Andy Samberg, and it's just letting that fuel his career.
That's why his best role is as Ben Reilly.
Really?
I don't know.
I think his best role
is probably Jake Peralta.
I think his best role is as Paulbert Linksley, because although I could tell where the twist was coming, he's never really played a villain before, so it's something a bit different, something a bit different, something a bit interesting. I guess that's true.
Well, as I say, if Ben Reilly isn't entirely, I mean, he's just kind of a lackey.
We didn't mention.
Sorry, I was just thinking about an incredibly dark part of my past.
We didn't mention this, but J.K. Simmons is also in this movie as Roy.
Yeah.
Who is a man who, for some reason, is hunting Andy Samberg. We don't know why.
Well, during the film, we do realise why.
We do realise why, but we won't go into it here. If you want to know, you can go watch the film.
It's a great film.
It's free on Amazon Prime. It's a great film. It's 90 minutes. We were done by, 9:30?
Yeah, it was really early. I just went to bed.
It also has... I forget his name, but he played Superman in Superman and Lois.
Oh.
He's very funny.
Tyler something?
It's Tyler Hoechlin?
Something like that.
The
incredible actress as well, Camila Mendes.
What's she been in? I haven't seen it.
Riverdale.
I've never seen Riverdale.
Good. I've seen videos about it.
Is it like American Coronation Street?
No. There's a season where they get superpowers.
Okay.
It starts out as like a murder mystery stuff, and then it just completely devolves into batshit crazy antics. It's really weird.
But no, Kristen Milotti is also... Oh, she's good. I wouldn't say she's really
I think she is. I think she is pretty good in this. One of the things I said is I said that she... My notes here said fantastic. I think fantastic's a little bit of exaggeration.
Well, hopefully she'll go around the same route as Stephen Graham, and now that she's got her Emmy, she'll start getting more leading roles in films and television shows. I really hope
so. I mean, her role as Sophia Falcone is incredible.
It's so good.
It's really, really good.
Yeah.
Plus, as the mother as well in How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother, yeah.
I mean, there's an episode.
You can have your thoughts on How I Met Your Mother concluded.
Yep.
But
you're all wrong. It's great. It ends perfectly.
Okay.
Torrents of people to start climbing up the building like in World War Z.
Is there any much more we need to discuss here? Because I mean, in terms of spoilers, there's not really much we can get into. It's a time loop movie.
No, I don't know. I mean, I think it's just a lot of fun. It's very sweet. I like the romance. I do. Yeah. I mean, obviously on theme with the special.
Yeah. Producer Sam, what do you think of this? Did you watch this movie? He didn't watch it, did he? He didn't come.
No, he wasn't with us.
No. Oh no, yes, that brings me up to another very good point.
Yeah.
Producer Sam now has a Letterboxd
account. He does indeed.
And he commented on my review, Some Abuse.
Yep, and my review as well.
And we'll move on to that in a little bit. About not including him in our Palm Springs watch. And 2 people who will go nameless decided it fit to respond with YouTube shorts of the movie The Bike Riders.
Right, yeah, I think it's a good film.
While I understand what the 2 of you are saying, I must implore you both to remember how that movie ended, and the characters you are positioning yourselves with do not have the best end, and that the character you are aligning producer Sam with actually comes out on top. So you need to rethink your Tom Hardy references, okay? Not going on. But Tom...
And don't try and do the accent, please.
Please don't try and do the accent.
Because that will go very badly.
But Tom, what did you think of Palm Springs? What would you rate it?
I would rate it a 7 out of 10.
I think I might have to join you. Producer Sam?
Well, you didn't watch it.
Well, have you seen it before? Oh, wait. He has seen it. What would you rate it? a 7 out of 10 as well. You get a 7 out of 10 as well.
This is a good film. It's solid. It's solid.
So insightful, isn't he? He's just spitting all the facts.
I can't believe it. It's crazy.
He's saying what we're too afraid to say. Anyway, that is the review for Palm Springs. Right. We are now going to be moving on to the WSC schedule. Tom, would you like to begin?
I don't know. Which week are we on?
Week 7, by the way, guys. You know, the week after Reading Week, we have a very special event next Friday.
Yeah, we do indeed. But firstly, I mean, it's a week of special events. I mean, so we've got on Sunday Apocalypse Now, the Redux specifically,
not the Final Cut Redux,
not the Final Cut, or not the actual cut.
No,
seemingly. I haven't seen this cut before. I think I've only seen the Final Cut. This one is specifically on Technicolor 35mm film, which is very special. It's
very special.
Very cool experience. I'll probably be at this. It's very long, obviously. It's a Francis Ford Coppola film.
It's 3 hours and 22 minutes, but I believe there was an intermission in the middle. I believe so. Which
would be nice. And this is, I mean, it's a fantastic film. I need to give this another chance because I think I gave it 4 stars. But this is one of my brother's favourite films, and he really loves it.
I think I need to give it another chance as well.
It's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a very daunting film. Maybe it's not a lot of fun. Expertly produced. I don't think it won Best Picture, but it was certainly...
No, that was Kramer versus Kramer.
Yeah, certainly in the running though.
It was nominated.
It's probably my favourite.
It was nominated.
Yeah, it's probably my favourite Coppola film that I've seen. To be honest.
I would also just like to point out the person who has written the review here has said that it adds 49 sweaty minutes of content.
He does say that, huh?
That's a very weird adjective to use, Julian.
I hadn't actually read that bit of the review.
Julian, what are you going on about here, mate? What? Huh? Anyway, on Monday, this is a CDM recommended Twin Peaks Firewalk with me.
Yes, I know specifically which CDM this is, of course.
I think everyone knows which CDM come on,
it's the only person that's been like talking about the film constantly.
The only person who ever goes on about David Lynch.
Oh, well, not even just David Lynch, just Twin Peaks in general.
Yeah. So this is a continuation of the Twin Peaks TV series.
I mean, it is and it isn't from my hair. I think it's a prequel.
A prequel?
Yeah. This isn't after season 2. This is before season 1.
Before season 1, so it's its own standalone thing.
Yeah. So basically, the whole premise of the TV show is that they've got Dale Cooper, and he's investigating who killed Laura Palmer, and this is the weeks, maybe days or weeks, I can't remember, leading up to her death.
So this is basically following Laura Palmer before she dies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Which seems very interesting. I haven't seen the show. I was going to before this one was on here because it's a very cool thing. I think this specifically comes out on Twin Peaks Day. Which I don't really know what that is.
I don't know what that is. All I know is I'm not going to be watching it because there's another special day on that day.
Is there?
Trainspotting Day.
Oh!
The 30th anniversary of Trainspotting is on Monday, folks. Boycott Twin Peaks Firewalk with me. Go and grab a copy of Trainspotting, put it on. 30th anniversary.
I will not be doing that.
Okay. But also, that is a joke. Please do go and watch Twin Peaks. Please give us money.
Yeah, please.
Please give us money.
Give us money.
Tom.
Tuesday. This one is the new Brendan Fraser Hikari joint. This is Rental Family. What? Joint. Have we just started using Spike Lee
joint? First of all, we used it for Dennis Dugan joint, and now we're using it for.
In any case, Rental Family. This is, like I said, the new Brendan Fraser film. This stars him as I can't remember how they describe him. He's an actor who is working in this sort of company where he plays people. He plays people in people's lives. So I think he plays a father to a young girl. He plays the groom at a wedding. Those sort of thing. Like a friend to an old actor. From what I've heard,
so it's like The Wedding Ringer.
I haven't seen it.
It's when Kevin Hart comes and plays Josh Gad's best man.
I think it's different. I think this is probably more.
I think Hikari's ripped off The Wedding Ringer.
I think it's
just like the Wedding Ringer. Why did I say Reading Winger?
From what I've heard, this is a very sweet film. This is.
I'm looking forward to it.
Obviously, his follow-up. I think it's his follow-up to The Whale.
Brendan Fraser. No, you are forgetting his iconic performance as the lawyer in Killers of the Flower Moon.
I have not seen Killers of the Flower Moon.
His performance is incredible. I'd quote it, but I can't remember what he says. If you know it, quote it at home.
Yeah. In any case, this looks really sweet. Brendan Fraser looks great in this. I'm really looking forward to going to see this. I'm probably be at this one.
Do you want to do Thursday as well because you're DMing it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very interested in the career of Sean Baker. So I've only seen the Florida Project, and that was fantastic. Like, genuinely, I could not have improved that film if I tried. That was amazing. This is his precursor to that. So this is Tangerine. This is a part of our LGBTQ plus History Month,
which is now coming to a close.
Yeah, this is the last film as a part of it. Again, not free for members, this one, unfortunately.
No, sorry.
But this is his first film. This was shot entirely on iPhone.
Was it?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Which is very cool.
It's just a shame it has to come out on the day Scream 7 comes out.
Oh, well.
Otherwise I would have gone and watched it. But
it's a shame that Scream 7's going to be trash.
Hey, it's my first Scream movie I can watch in the cinema, mate.
Yeah. In any case. So this is... I don't really know much about this film. I know that it's called Tangerine, so I assume there's probably a tangerine in it.
I would say so.
I would say so. Like I said, his first film... He's gone on to win the Oscar for Nora. And I say the Oscars.
He won 4.
He won 4 Oscars for Nora. So, a very prolific man. Go and check this one out. I'll definitely be there for this. I think I'm DMing. I'm DMing.
Yeah, you are DMing. Because I generously gave you my slot.
That was very kind of you.
Because I was put on something else.
You were.
Something better.
Well.
This is our main event of the term. This is the one we need you all to come to, please.
Every single person,
even though you're mostly crew who listen to this, but on Friday, starting at 9 o'clock, we will be having... Drumroll, please. Right, are you going to do this properly, or are you just going to be messing around?
You didn't specify the tempo.
Right, can we... Not quite my tempo.
Yeah, it wasn't quite my tempo.
Try and match my tempo, right? Come on, be more... Get more into it, come on. The Dark Knight All-Nighter. Woo!
Yay.
Come on. No. We love Nolan.
Yeah, no, we do love Nolan. I mean, The Dark Knight's one of the best films of all time.
Dark Knight's one of the best films of all time. Batman Begins is amazing.
That's pretty good.
The Dark Knight Rises is there as well.
Yeah, it's good.
Listen, this is going to be an incredible event. It's going to be running from 9 o'clock to probably about 5 a.m.
Yeah, it's going to be a long one.
We have to finish it before 9, 8. I think we have to finish it at 5 a.m.
Why is that?
Buses. Because that's when the buses start. We can't finish before. I think it's like...
I was
talking to Aiden about it. It's something we have to
That's
do.
Fair enough.
But yeah, this is going to be absolutely
amazing.
Incredible. I will be DMing it, so you'll probably be seeing me on the night.
Yeah.
I just want to preface now, you do not have to watch all 3 films. You can opt out after Batman Begins. You can opt out after The Dark Knight. You can opt out with 5 minutes left of The Dark Knight Rises. I don't care.
You can opt out just before Talia al Ghul dies. Spoilers.
Yeah. Spoilers. But if you do leave and you're going to come back, please do keep your hold of your ticket.
Yeah.
All right? Because we can't let you back in. Producer Sam's going to be working doors. I'm trying to maneuver. He's not a part of the crew. I'm going to try and maneuver him in there.
I see.
He wants to go and watch it, man.
I'm sure he does.
You sure he does?
I'm sure.
Sam, you love The Dark Knight, don't you? Amazing stuff. So that is the WSC schedule for week 7. Right, welcome to our Wuthering Heights review.
Yes, film of the year right here. Film of the year.
You can say that.
I mean, I've improved my rating on it.
Have you?
I have.
Well, that's very lovely to hear.
Minusculely.
First of all, I'm just going to go through some quick production notes.
Yep.
This is the 3rd film written and directed by Fennell and produced by Margot Robbie. There was, of course, Promising Young Woman, which is amazing. That was released in 2020.
Have not seen it.
And she won the Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay.
I see.
From that movie.
Bo Burnham in that film was literally me in the cafe.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
Okay, maybe not then.
Take that comment back. If you know what happens to Bo Burnham in the movie...
I actually don't.
Take the comment back.
Okay, I'll take the comment back.
Okay.
I more meant when she spits in his coffee.
Okay, right. She then followed it up with the... Should we say... Interesting?
It's controversial.
Controversial. I was struggling for the word for a second.
I still quite like it.
I think it's okay. Sorry, we're of course referring to Saltburn with Barry Keoghan. The movie's not called Controversial. That would be a very...
Oh, that'd be a strange title.
But then, of course, she's now done Wuthering Heights.
Wuthering Heights in her latest gambit.
This stars Jacob Elordi, Margot Robbie, Hong Chow, Alison Oliver, and Martin Clune. And it is loosely based on the first half of Emily Bronte's book of the same name.
Yeah.
Loosely, take that as you will.
Yeah.
And it follows Heathcliff and Kathy.
Yeah.
And their relationship, whether or not they fall in love, they fall apart. There's a baby as well in there.
Goo Gaga.
Goo Gaga. It's an amazing book. Do read it. It's very long. You have got to stick with it. It's only 225 pages, but you feel like you've aged like 100 years.
I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, you can't read.
I've read one book. I managed to read a book the other day.
What was the book?
It was The Secret Life of Pets, the junior novelisation.
See?
I'm learning.
No, there was another book. Chris, when you said you read another book as well.
Oh, yeah. I read War and Peace.
What?
Yeah, I read War and Peace.
You read War and Peace?
Yeah, it only took me a night. It was crazy.
Jesus Christ. He claims to be illiterate and then he's reading War and Peace. What is going on, folks? What's going on at Filmspotters HQ?
The weird bit is the junior novelisation of Secret Life of Pets took me longer to read than War and Peace.
Did it?
Yeah.
And of course, songs are by Tom's girlfriend, Charlie XCX.
I wish.
Yeah, well, the restraining order's been made, mate. Right. Should we start with a non-spoiler segment, and then we go into heavy spoilers? Because I've got thoughts.
I know you've got
a lot of thoughts.
I have thoughts as well, and I will. Okay, I've got some big stuff to say because I've written a proper paragraph for a bit of this, and it's okay. So I will preface by saying, neither of us liked this film very much. We both felt the time just drain out of our lives. You've seen the pictures of us on Instagram. You know we hated it. I didn't think... Oh, mate, to be fair, I look quite chipper in those photos.
I don't.
You really don't.
I wanted to die.
Yeah,
folks.
So... where should I start? I'll start with Charlie XX, why not?
Okay.
Because I think that her score for any other film would have been really good.
Yeah.
I think that the album itself is pretty good. I haven't listened to it all the way through yet. I've listened to Change of Love a couple of times. I've listened to House. I think I'm gonna die in this house.
Jesus Christ.
That's the first song. Which could be a great song just by itself, but in the film it does not work. No. None of them work in the film.
Absolutely.
And it really it sets a level of disjoint. And I think that a part of this, which also helps in disjointing people watching this film, is the set design and the costume design. Because as much as it technically is very impressive in what they're doing, I think it's the fact that it's so outlandish and crazy and just so weird in so many ways.
Yeah.
Really sets. It makes it feel like a proper fantasy world when this is not that, and it really makes you realize that these are just normal people living in this weird place, and there's just a disconnect between the audience and the characters because of that. And I really could not get invested, partially because of that, and partially because of another reason I'll get into in a minute. But furthermore, on my point of the sets, in this sort of film where they have this elaborate set design, they would usually use it to have some sort of metaphor.
Yes.
Which I feel like Wuthering Heights itself must do in the book, which...
absolutely.
Yeah. In this film, I can't see any... I can't.
The only metaphor I kind of picked up on was when Edgar comes up wearing green.
No,
so you think he's disgusting.
No,
he's wearing green.
There's a bit where Margot Robbie's in her room, everything's in like red. Or no, she's not in the room, she's in the corridor, and everything's in red, and Edgar's in green. And it's just when he's found out that, a fairly crucial point of the film, where she's done something a bit deceitful. We'll get into that later.
In a second.
That was the best metaphor they have, and it's literally just green, so he's good. He hasn't done anything wrong.
A 10-year-old could come up with
that.
A
2-year-old could come up with that. Yeah. I could have come up with that when I was 5.
A 5-year-old could point at it and go, green different from red.
Literally, like another bit which really disconnected me is the writing, and this isn't so much the story, because the story is based on the book.
Yes,
for the most part.
I'll get onto that in a second.
Yeah. But the actual dialogue, which the two main characters and all the other people just splurge at each other, is really disjointed.
It is so disjointed.
It's like, so it very clearly it's going for a Robert Eggers type Old English sort of script, and that only comes across like 40% of the time, and at some point it changes halfway through a line.
No, because then they'll just randomly say
yeah, exactly, and it's really strange, and it's really it's really disjointed, and it really distracts me from everything that's going on.
Yeah, it reminds me of, for my adaptation studies here at Warwick, I had to watch 2 Wuthering Heights adaptations.
Yeah,
one of them by William Wyler from 1939 with Laurence Olivier, the other one from 2011 with Andrea Arnold. Andrea Arnold very much goes for that type of whirling of modern English dialogue. Every other word is they use the M word to describe Heathcliff because he is black in that adaptation. They say the C word a lot. Well, the William Wyler version is very much going for the Robert Eggers Old English. Sticks with that.
Okay.
I think there is no middle ground. You cannot find a middle ground between those two types of dialects, which is where the film lies. So it just lies in this weird limbo.
Yeah, like an abyss almost of
an abyss, like,
dialogue.
Of just, what are they trying to do here? What are they trying to say?
Yeah, exactly. Plus, the lines aren't even convincingly written. They're just garbage. Like they are
awful.
The characters do not convey anything interesting by this dialogue.
No, they don't convey anything.
Yeah, and they just feel like, I wouldn't say planks of wood, because I feel like the script can get across who these characters are, especially with Kathy, because I could probably understand that she was just a horrible woman.
I know, but that's not by Emily Fennell. That is character development set up by Emily Bronte.
Exactly. No, that's what I'm saying. Like.
So the only decent bit of characterization isn't even done by Emily Fennell. It's done by the woman
who's the bit that's
lifted
from the book.
It's done by the woman who is 111 years in the soil. Sorry.
This is going to be a hell for me to edit.
It is going to be a hell for you to edit, but I haven't even started.
I know you haven't, and that's the issue. I think, talking about Kathy, Margot Robbie is horrendously miscast.
Jesus, oh my God.
She gets outacted by, I wrote her name down somewhere. Charlotte Mellington, who plays the young version of her.
Yeah.
She's
so much better at
She is
being
far
Kathy.
better. Same with Owen Cooper. I think he slightly outacts Elodie. In a way, in bits.
My problem with Owen Cooper is, right, he's just doing the adolescence thing again. Instead of saying to somebody, you're not going to tell me to sit down.
He's just telling her that.
He's just telling her, what does he say?
I can't remember.
Leave me alone, something like that.
Yeah, it's
so
something
I think
like that.
He's just going to be stuck doing the same thing over and over and over again. Yeah, it's just, I did not buy him as a young Heathcliff. I
buy him as a younger Elodie. I would buy him as a younger Elodie.
Yeah, young Jacob Elordi, not young Heathcliff living in 1800s England. He sounds like he's on some council estate down Liverpool.
So yeah, I'm still talking about Kathy here. It's very odd to me. So I listened to an interview on the Empire podcast, which is another film podcast. You should absolutely give a listen. And it was talking about this film, and there was something quite strange I noticed about her voice.
What was it, Tom? You've told me about this, but
I have told you about this because I'm quite angry.
Yeah.
Her accent it's quite eerily similar to Margot Robbie's in this film.
What?
So, obviously, this is a product of the thingy, and another of her. And another thing that she said in the interview, that her childhood crush was Heathcliff. So
you're telling me that Kathy in this film is just Emerald Fennell?
Well, the fact that she's blonde doesn't help.
No, that doesn't help. Well, Margot Robbie's blonde, so it's not really.
Yeah. At this point, I was sort of like, okay, so a lot of this film, a lot of the marketing behind it is just self-insert so that she can fuck Jacob Elordi.
Yeah, she really just wants to bone Jacob Elordi.
That's literally it. And it really frustrated me afterwards. And somehow I gave it an extra half star, but we'll get onto that in a bit. I'll talk about the sex bit later on because that's got a bit of spoilers in it.
Do you want to just do your entire bit now? Because I'm about to go on a massive rant.
Okay. So I'll just say really quickly before we start the spoiler stuff that Elordi is really good. He's obviously just been nominated for the Oscar. No, I'm allowed to say this. You don't have to make a gasp face at me. I think he is really good.
Okay.
That's the reason why I've given it the extra half star. I think that whilst the film is very flawed, I think that he is trying his best.
Okay.
And yeah, otherwise than that, it's just too long, too boring.
Right.
3 out of 10.
3 out of 10?
That's what I'm going to say now, because I'm not going to be able to get a word in edgeways. And as we start the spoiler section, I know you're itching to get going. But I just really want to talk about the sex real quick.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
because
go ahead.
This is probably the most sex-filled, least horny film I've ever seen.
It's
hornless.
When I saw the trailer, I was like, "Oh, okay, so it's horny." So
it's going to be like a sex drama. Like it's going to be, there's going to have a lot of smart. It's going to have a lot of
there's
stuff.
no smart.
It's basically nothing. So it could have been made something really effective, and it's just shallow and flat, and nothing horny persists. There's no I get it's Fennell putting herself into. I say Fennell. Fennell putting herself into Margot Robbie's shoes, but my God, is it dull in that terms. There's only 2 good scenes, and this is the spoiler bit. It's where Heathcliff and Kathy have reunited again once he's come back, and they're having sex all the time. And there's a bit where he licks up her neck and jams his tongue down her throat.
I hated that.
You hated that, but that was the horniest bit. That was the sexiest bit.
Sickening.
And there's another very, very horny bit in which
no,
we're not mentioning that.
Watch what you're going to say here.
No. I'm just saying this is the bit which is the kinkiest.
Is it to do with a dog?
It might be.
Go on, say it.
I'm not saying I am specifically attracted to this. I'm just saying that it's clearly a fantasy that someone has tried to put into this film, and that Isabella is basically Heathcliff's dog in a certain point of this.
Yes, and the fact that you looked to me as that was happening, and you went, "Bro, this is so hot."
I did not say that in the moment.
No, you said in the kitchen afterwards. You said, "Bro, that dog scene was so hot."
Yes, because you know I was joking.
Really? You were joking about being attracted to big women?
Do you want to start your segment?
Yes, I would like to start my segment. Okay, so...
Bastard.
I have read the book. I think the book is fine. I think it's very long. I think it's a bit boring. But I understand why people might like it, especially if they're living in 1800s England, because you've got nothing better to do. So I was going into this with a bit of an open mind. I'd already heard some thoughts from my friends about it, and they said it wasn't good. I still went in with an open mind. The opening 2 minutes are of a man getting hung, and then this announcer stands up and goes, "Right, this man's hanged, let's and so it's a montage of people in public getting horny.
I think he just says hanging day.
It's hanging day, he said something along those lines.
He just says something along those lines, and then people are just getting very horny.
Getting horny. 2 people are just in the street.
Yeah.
Which is great. So, we are then introduced...
Very unclean.
...to Heathcliff, who is a whitewashed Heathcliff, might I add you.
Yeah.
In the novel, he is meant to be mixed race. He is not in this film. He is whitewashed. I think they make up for it by having Nelly be Chinese.
Yep.
But it still doesn't work. Because you remove all the subtext of the novel. It doesn't make sense. I digress. He then gets adopted by Mr. Earnshaw, who is played by Martin Clune.
Mm-hmm.
Martin Clune, I think, he's god-awful in this, because he's just going...
Yeah, he's clearly trying too hard.
He's trying way too hard to fit into this. I mean, he's Martin Clune.
He's the most outlandish aspect of this. He's the bit that really fits into the set design.
Yeah, he's the bit that really fits into the set design.
He's probably the best bit.
My problem is, in the novel, Mr. Earnshaw is a kind man. He takes Heathcliff in, surely just out of his own goodwill, and he dies very soon after he's introduced. I think like 2 pages.
Yeah, that's what he said.
He's not in the film. He's not in the film. Not in the book for very long. After he dies, his place is filled by Cathy's brother Hindley, who is an utter arsehole to Heathcliff, hates him, beats him, makes him live outside in the shed, and basically sends him away from the property. And then, of course, later gets into alcohol, gambling problems, which is then when Heathcliff comes back and buys Wuthering Heights. That is not what happens in the film.
No.
Hindley is not even in the film. Okay? Instead, they say, Cathy goes, oh, I'm going to name him Heathcliff, after my dead brother. No, your brother's not dead, love. Your brother's just not in the film, because they combine the 2 characters of Mr. Earnshaw and Hindley into just Mr. Earnshaw. And it makes no sense, because why would a man who gambles, is an alcoholic, is an utter arsehole to everyone, take in this guy, purely out of his, and say, oh, it's out of the goodness of my own heart, and is then an arsehole to him?
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Because I was going to say, I think them trying to combine characters in this, obviously it's a very big book. So I don't think them necessarily combining characters is about it, but the point you just raised, why would you take him in? What's the point?
Why has no other adaptation combined the characters then? All the other adaptations have had the 2 separate characters. It has been absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Why feel the need to do it here?
Don't know, maybe conciseness. I didn't write this film.
No, Emma Fennell did. Right. Next thing. The characters are just bland. They are bland. Some shots look really nice. You can tell Emma Fennell is somewhat competent behind the camera. It's just all style and no substance. You're giving me nothing here. You're giving me something pretty to look at. It's like Avatar. You give me something pretty to look at, but you're not giving me any substance. At least with Avatar, you had the Colonel, which had some substance.
There's
this
definitely
has no substance.
I mean, Way of Order has more substance.
Yeah, but I haven't seen Way of Order. I've only seen Fire and Ash.
I know.
Right. Nellie. In the book, Nellie is our main character. She guides us through the narrative. That's not what happens in this film.
Nope.
Cathy's the main character.
Which again, I don't think is inherently awful.
So Nellie, who's meant to be the only good person at Wuthering Heights, the only person after Mr. Earnshaw dies, who has some sense of moral goodness, and is constantly like, no, don't do this, is now pushed to the side and made an even bigger up, and even she's made an arsehole, because she spends the entire film going, why is Cathy spending so much time with Heathcliff instead of me? The age gap as well, something that's been brought up. She's way too old.
Yeah, because
she is way too old. She is meant to be 16 years old. No, 18. She's meant to be
18 years old.
16, 18 years old. I don't know. She's young. She's not 35.
Yeah, from what I understand, the whole point about her in the book is that she's a wild teenager, basically just running around in the moors. And here, she's literally 35.
She's 35. You're fully grown, love. You should be running around the moors. You should be going around putting your mortgage down on your house. All right? Get real. Open an ISA, right? Open an ISA, start your retirement fund, go and get a job, and get real.
Oh
all right?
My God.
You're 35 years old. Heathcliff, I don't know how old he's meant to be in this. Probably like 20, probably like 42 or something. I don't know. he doesn't look 18 either. He looks probably about...
No, he does not look 18.
He looks like he has got an 18-year-old of his own. It's like he spends half his day at Wuthering Heights and he goes back home to the missus afterwards. But no. Oh yeah, Joseph. I'm sorry.
You didn't like this?
No. The character of Joseph is played by... Remind me his name?
Ewan Mitchell.
Ewan Mitchell was in Saltburn, was in Game of Thrones.
House of the Dragon. He
Still
plays
Game of Thrones.
Aemond Targaryen.
He plays Aemond Targaryen.
Oh, dude, he's sick.
Actually, House of the Dragon is a spin-off to Game of Thrones, so you're wrong. But anyway, Joseph. In the novel... Shut up. In the novel, he is this old man who you can't understand what he's speaking because Emily Bronte is using really good eye dialect. If you don't know eye dialect, it's when you write somebody's accent. So because Joseph has a thick Yorkshire accent, his words are just ineligible. You can't make out, you can make out barely what he's saying. And all he goes on about is, love Jesus, you've got to have Jesus in your life. Mm-hmm. There is a scene in this. First of all, he's now 25. What's going on there? There is a scene where Cathy watches him bend a maid over, strap her up to a hay bale, and then just absolutely pile drive her from behind. What is this? Where is the Joseph from the novel? The Joseph in the novel would be like, what are you doing? You're not married. Why have they made him just this? Why is everybody addicted with sex in this film?
At least they removed the questions. Did I never thought you'd say the word pile drive on this podcast?
He absolutely pile drives her. He just takes her from behind and just pile drives her.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. And so, you get what I mean.
I do get what you mean.
You remove any kind of subtext behind his character. His character does nothing. At least in the novel, he does something. Here, he doesn't do anything. Maybe that's because you cut out the second half of the book where Heathcliff just goes on this absolutely tyrannical rampage, holding children captive and just being a complete and utter arsehole. You remove any kind of...
the character
any kind of characterization. Jesus Christ, yeah, go on.
Yeah, the character of Heathcliff was really butchered in this as well.
It's horrific.
Because the first bit, it really sets him up to be it's genuinely quite a nice guy.
And then
he's just a product of his environment. And then he comes back and he's a complete different person.
In the book, you get a sense that he's an arsehole before he comes back.
Exactly. And there's not that in this film.
He becomes more of an arsehole after he comes back.
Yeah.
But you get the sense this guy is just
an utter it's like an overnight change in this film.
Yeah. It's not in the
crazy.
Book. Right. My final bit, because I understand we're getting a bit long and I'm going on a bit of a rant here.
A bit.
The one part of this film which made my skin crawl, which made me just want to shrink up inside and die. Isabella Linton, right? Oh. I don't know who the let Alison Olivia do that moaning Myrtle ass voice. Oh, Kathy, let's go play with my dolls.
Oh my
Shut up!
God,
it is so annoying.
Slayed me.
It is so annoying, and you just want to die whenever she opens her mouth. It is just so annoying.
Yeah, it's really annoying. And the way that they develop her character.
Oh, yeah, they butcher her character completely.
Yeah, because Heathcliff in this film literally says, I'm going to be really, really horrible to you.
Yeah.
Like obviously,
yeah,
paraphrasing here.
In the novel, he doesn't do that. He genuinely makes her think, oh, this guy's actually quite nice. Yeah. And then she moves into Wuthering Heights.
And
Sorry, massive thing I just mentioned Wuthering Heights. Did you guys know the house is called Wuthering Heights?
I didn't. No. I haven't read the book.
You haven't read the book?
Because I can't read. So how was I supposed... This is probably another huge complaint of mine. This is clearly a film meant for the book enjoyers, because they don't talk about any of the stuff from the book, which you should know.
They mention once that the house is called Wuthering Heights. That's the whole point.
Exactly.
The point is the house is called Wuthering Heights. You don't just say that once. They say it right at the very beginning.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know Wuthering Heights? That clearly made me think, this is made for people who've read the book. What am I doing here? What's she done for me? And even people who read the book don't enjoy this, as we can clearly see.
And so, Isabella goes to Wuthering Heights. Yeah. That's when Heathcliff just starts being utter arsehole to her.
Yeah.
And then she starts sending letters to Edgar, not Kathy. Edgar, because Edgar's her brother in the book, not the ward. That doesn't make any sense either, because Edgar and Kathy are meant to be in their 20s. My man's got a moustache and a kid. He looks about 50. What is he doing going after Kathy Earnshaw? Where are Mr. and Mrs. Linton? They play a massive part in the book. Where the f*** are they?
Yeah.
Sorry, this just completely butchers the book. And it's just a horrific adaptation. It's genuinely insulting to people if you've read the book. And I could appreciate it. One of the things I've been taught during adaptation, appreciate it for its differences, for not being like the book. But it's not saying anything at the same time.
Yeah, it's not doing anything with the differences that it makes.
Anyway, 1 out of 10.
Yeah, you really hate this.
I hated this film. I'm never watching it again. I'm not going to L3 when it's on. You're not catching me anywhere near L3.
We'll see.
No, we'll not see. You're not catching me anywhere near L3. If I do have to DM it, I will go in the office and I will watch Transformers Revenge of the Fallen while it's coming on. That is how low this is.
Nah, I prefer this to Transformers, obviously.
I think I prefer Transformers.
Well, have you seen it?
No, I watched them over spring. I've only seen half the first one. I watched them over spring.
Peak. Hi guys, Tom here in post. Just to let you know that A6 audio got a little bit messed up in this final segment here. I'm not entirely sure why, but I've tried my best to fix it, so hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. Also, please follow the podcast here on Spotify or YouTube, wherever you're listening, as it really helps us out and promotes us on the algorithm. So that'd be really appreciated. Right, enjoy the rest of the show.
Right, anyway, that concludes our 5th episode of Filmspotters.
Yep.
Jeez, 5 episodes, Tom.
5 whole episodes. Who would have thought it?
Can we make it episode 6?
Maybe.
Who knows? Anyway, on the topic of episode 6...
Yeah, what have we got on?
Well, it's a very special week.
It's a very special week for many of us. For two of the people in here. Two of the people in here.
Because it is our Producer Sam special.
Way! It's our first Sam Rockwell special.
Yeah, we'll probably do another one when Wild Horse 9 comes out in November. We'll probably
we'll do it because you were saying you really wanted to talk about his filmography.
Yeah, but then I realised who else we're having on. More on that in a second. So we will be covering Iron Man 2.
Yep.
Good luck, have fun, don't die.
Woo.
Week 8 at the WSC.
Of course.
And finally, we have
some very special guests.
Well, I wouldn't say very special.
Okay, we got some special guests. Okay, we got some guests.
We got some guests coming on.
We got a couple of guests.
Well, no, they're very. The Filmbro Joe and Co. crew have very generously agreed to come on.
Yeah.
We don't know what they're planning.
Nope.
We've been given some slight context.
We have.
You guys should be in for a treat.
It will be very interesting.
Anyway, we will see you guys next time. I've been Isaac.
I am Tom. Hi.
He's been Producer Sam.
I need to think of better outros.
Wait, what's going on? Are you still there? No, Sam, we've got to record the other episode. Come back in. Yeah, thank you. Anyway, I've been Isaac once again, and we will see you guys next time.